Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lesia and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite books of 2015, which is coming out really soon, and it's called Nexis by A.L. Davroe. So let's get into it. So I don't really have a lot of time to film this video because it's almost midnight and I really have to get to sleep so that I can rise bright and early and go to work. So let's talk about the book. It's a new young adult novel which circles around Alani Drexel. Alani is a young girl in her 16s, I think in her 16th year, and she's living in a city that's called Evanescence. In America it's the far futuristic land, I suppose, and it's covered under a dome which protects the city from external threats, and the external threats are mainly the atmospheric residue from the Third World War. The novel is written in first person, so you get inside Alani's thoughts, and I really loved it, although I don't commonly enjoy the first person sentence, but it was really refreshing and I got into it pretty quickly. So Alani is a young girl who's living in this new society in the future, and the city where she lives has these layers of society, and she lives among the aristocrats, and the aristocratic layers are obsessed with their appearance. So they are doing all kinds of alts and mods, which is alterations and modifications, and they're altering how they look to be this example of beauty and everything. And Alani also wants to get those operations done. She wants to change her hair, her eyes, everything, because she looks like a natural. She was naturally born the way she was, and she wants to change it. But her father doesn't allow her to because he loves her for who she is and how she looks. And that's basically how we get into the story. So we get the idea of the society first in the first chapters, but then the book gets so awesome and so thick. I mean, the plot thickens immediately, and this is what I love about Nexis, is the plot. Every time you think that, well, nothing new could happen, it gets such a twist that you couldn't even fathom what would happen. So what happens is Alani loses both her legs in an awful crash, in an accident, and she also loses her father, who was basically the guy who told her not to change herself. And that's when some weird crazy shit start happening. So Alani's father was a programmer, and he made this awesome virtual reality game called Nexis, which is why the book is called Nexis. And in this game, you kind of plug in and you get to play in your own body. So it's like an RPG, which is why I have an RPG in the background right now. And it's also why I love this book so much, because at the one hand you have this dystopian kind of world and this mythical setting where people are living in layers and they don't have proper food, and they really cherish those little grapes they get because they're artificial and everything. And on the other hand, the world that Alani's father created, it's full of grass and the Wild West and quests, and you really get into all this feeling and spirit of enjoying yourself and enjoying the world as it is. But the book would be nothing if not for a really major awesome love story, and I really loved it. It was totally unexpected. So basically everything that I've said so far, it's on the back cover of the book. It's like a short synopsis, and you're thinking, well, you just told me that she got her legs blown off. I mean, what else could possibly happen? Fear not, this book is going to surprise you, because Alani didn't really know anything about Nexis, this world that her father created. And when she's left with nothing else to do, she kind of has to go into the game because she doesn't know what else to occupy herself with. And she meets Gus, and Guster is a really awesome character. You're gonna instantly fall in love with the guy, and it's so super fun. I mean, they have this major quest line in the story, but also, oh my god guys, it's so good. I mean, the fact that when you're in game your identity is kind of secret is what makes this book so super fun, and I am sure you're gonna enjoy the ride. I myself am going to be getting this book in paperback or maybe in hardcover when I can. It's not gonna be very soon, but I'm definitely gonna lay my hands on it, so don't fret, I'm really gonna buy this book. I read it on NetGalley and it was one of the first books I got pre-approved for, and I gotta say I'm super grateful for reading it and for having the opportunity to review it, and I'm sure this book will get so hyped. So get on the hype train right now before it's too late and it becomes mainstream. I also think that these books would make awesome movies because they're so vivid, and I really liked Lonnie's character as well. Lonnie starts out in the first chapters only like this teenage girl that wants to defy her parents in a way, and she also wants to belong and she's struggling to belong, but through the book she finds her own identity thanks to the crisis that she's undergoing, and she changes so drastically. She's turning out beautifully. I mean, she's very brave, she's very strong, and your heart really aches for what's going on. And also the ending was amazing. It left on kind of a cliffhanger, although I'm not quite sure that everybody got it. So if you're going to read Nexis and if you've read it already, please let me know down below what you think about the ending and what do you think about Alani and Guster, because this is so awesome. Oh my god, this is so awesome, you just have to read it. And be careful not to spoil anything, so just leave a couple of dots so that we can, you know, talk in secret and everything. So thank you very much for watching, and I am going to go to Tallinn on this vacation, I mean on this weekend, because I really want to get some books from Book Depository since they don't ship into Russia. So yeah, I'm gonna try to film a vlog for you guys, but I'm not sure how it's gonna go. So if you liked my review so far, please don't forget to like and, you know, like and subscribe. I mean, just give me a thumbs up. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!